na yentie Sami Awuku, national organizer of the NPP. Yeba, we'll get there.
What was so good about John Mahama's leadership that he believes today that he deserves to come back to continue? Is it the 5 years of doomsday? Is that the good old days that we want voters to remember? Is it the high rate of unemployment? Is it his decision to give over 75% of Ghana's entire deposit of bauxite to his younger brother, Ibrahim? Is it his decision to oppose the free SHS? Is it his decision to give a 4.6 billion interoperability contract to his friend Roland Agamburi, only for the NPP to come, cancel it, and do the same thing for $4 million? From $4.6 billion, we reduced it to $4 million. What is this good record that he's so proud of? Is it the incompetence that he showed by running the economy of oil-rich Ghana down the ground? Is it his indecision over the banking crisis that he himself had identified in the 2016 State of the Nation's address, but did not have courage to do anything about it? What is the good work that Mr. Mahama wants Ghanaians to remember with nostalgia? What were the good old days? Is it his decision to run to the IMF for a bailout because he could not manage the economy? Is it his decision to dish out inflated contracts without even knowing how to pay for it, leaving it for the NPP to come and settle the billions of cedis of arrears? Is it his decision to build 2 flyovers, Kaswa and Kwame Nkrumah Circle, at a cost much higher than what the NPP is using to build 4 big flyovers, Tema, Pokwase, Obechebilante, and Tamale?
Well, Sami Awuku, national organizer of the NPP. We be some questions. Bakum yenum yensen na yenum ensia enson Nnawotwe enkunu edudu baku. In fact, questions no eye bebre. Richard. Adenti na NPP for madwene mu no. Any was a Ghana for sanso to aba. It's a very simple question, but it contains a lot. Any was a Ghana for sanso to aba. Edema former President John Dramani Mahama.
Sir, President Mahama nankasa edi atuja say ono only confidence in himself.
Oh, okay, no way.
Ode we can't ebia waiting for be fi say me ka semetiano nti.
No, but question sir.
Me be kan bibia akire wo. Me srewo we 2012 President John Dramani Mahama biography 2012 by June 2012.
Yes.
John Dramani Mahama
was the president
of the Republic of Ghana.
By when?
Did you say June?
June.
Yeah.
No.
Professor
the late
25th July.
It's July. Okay,
yes.
So July. Yeah. So July. This is President Mahama's autobiography. Onwa nekasem. Onwa nanumutu otoye. All the decisions I have made in my life were regularly plagued with doubt. It can be challenging to sustain that feeling of hope or the belief that things will turn out for the best. Again and again, I have felt like that boy, Dramani, on the bicycle going downhill fast, without any brakes and not knowing which way to turn. When he a man penny in 2012, he's plagued with self-doubt. Obi a when you hundi, and now open say udi o man ni mu bio. Idi amao we the vice president. Waba be the president, we the minister, we the assemblyman, we the parliamentarian. President no kra, vice president no kra na ye di ma ono. And also atra mre no kra no self doubt ye bi. No ni bi. Oni jide onumu. And it took Haruna Idrisu and Standogbe to enter his bedroom to beg him to accept to become Nelson's running mate.
That's a lie.
Oh.
That's a lie.
In 2008.
Where was Standogbe in 2008? What kind of blatant lie is this? Where was Standogbe in 2008? Charlie, I'm going to count some too much. Standogbe 2008. What kind of lie is this?
For
that
him,
cannot hear about Joy FM.
Yes.
Why are you lying?
So if he was working with Joy FM, it means he didn't have anything.
Please.
But he has.
No, let's
stop this.
Just imagine.
Stop this thing. This is too.
Kokodu is not going to determine what I say.
Oh no.
If what I'm saying is wrong,
it's a blatant lie. Stop it.
Okay, when you have finished speaking, because I respect the viewers. Finish your point, then I'll go on.
Richard, you're on.
Like I say, me say no need jide onumu. So even the vice presidential slot no mudima no nompe. Samra no person ko PhD or South Africa. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. This is a man plagued with self-doubt. Until you can't competence now, any or no need jide onumu. So need jide onumu omumu where then what competence. Or say it say what sacre so ujina beposo. Sane form. Sacre ni any break. Now onim se odani nifa na benkum. Sacre fi beposo sane form. Any break. A kwambe so na sacre no begina. There's only one way. Ebe crash. Now of Ghana sacre. No the sane form team. 2016. We saw it. The describer no say incompetent or say something who say. Meanwhile, he himself had described an incompetent person in his own words. Oh no more say muna make. On can't tell me boy. Na they no DJ. Na no oko kasa or say yan to abama no number to the oye no so. Anya sa yeah, and say, oh, I do so. And say, employment in this country. You tremu, why to say, okay, sign IMF. Krata said there will not be public sector work employment. So for 3 years, na yentimi phobia na abreso. John Dramani abreso na yete. University Unemployed Graduates Association of Ghana. Meboa. Unkoda nunko ka or say he is not a magician to put money in their pocket. And na some ebunu na or say omunti na or sanyaba.
What?
Na emabunu no enka de odi ye you never employed them.
Richard, listening to Sami Awuku and this point from the press release, the press conference, I'll say, is it his decision to give a 4.6 billion Ghana cedi interoperability contract to his friend, Roland Agambire, only for the NPP to come and cancel it and do the same thing for $5 million?
Yes. There were 4.6 billion Ghana cedis. It's the equivalent of $1 billion US.
4.6 billion Ghana cedis.
Is the equivalent. I mean, it's the equivalent of $1 billion US. And yet we are prepared to sell ECG, for 500 million. What do I say? ECG, you the check 500 million. Now you the $1 billion US. You the interoperability. That same interoperability, no, you 5 million Ghana cedis, $5 million. $5 million. This is what is happening. These were the bloated figures. Israel, nanka producers bet me a CNN says here.
Then it's who?
Hope City. Hope City. And see what will pop up on CNN. The biggest, the most transformative infrastructural development program in Africa. CNN headline. CNN, Hope City. Now the man why? The same Roland Agambire.
Okay, Hope City, no. what I'm picking up from my producers, Africa, yeah.
Me say Roland Agambire, oti Dubai. Yadi we mano 4.6 billion edi Jida edi mano. And no cut na Dubai.
Hope sitting in there 10 billion.
Yes.
Africa's tallest building.
Yes.
Is that it?
They should look at it.
Yes.
And the whole this thing was the biggest infrastructure stuff that was going to take place in Africa. I'm reporting my yen. Arangabire went and saw the sky rises in Dubai. And also Hyundai. And no Dubai too. Just say, oh, omunye. Now community 10 billion. Yeah, yes, you can find. Omu kati so di nyina na asase no mugina so no kra na omu to asase no omu nisika. Ombe jimim nu usika e di akoye. Adanse e wo ho no say di Jida emaye. Jida was the equivalent of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. As at that time, not the equivalent, $300 million. CJ unim.
Okay, Hope City, Africa's tallest building, planned at $10 billion tech hub.
Tech hub, yes.
That is.
That's the point. CNN. Me see you can block cry and fancy ho. Okay, Kanazue. Ebanese no nya $40 million road contract. The yeah, so the Ford Expedition ma ye man penny. Ford Expedition rade. Kitu ebensa. Mini penny do asare kwa between out of Ford Expedition. Our president took a Ford Expedition and gave away $40 million. O sorry na okakashe angonafo timu se NPP mpe o masem. That $40 million na kwa na he na mo ye no.
Okay.
They did it in the Volta region. Oh, that be CJ
maybe Sawasem.
That same road and 4 years ago, that same road is in more trouble. $40 million. Can I say Ajiko Burkina?
With less than 4 months to election, Niagana for share anymore. Any near MPP abai mobile maye. Near South Toma Mubiuma. Yeah, but looks like Akwadane JM and Debiano
we are comparing records.
What exactly is your message?
This election is a comparison of records. Me say Omu Jida 1.2 billion, the equivalent of $300 million. And I'm telling you, if you want, I can educate everyone here because Jida documented.
But hold on, you've been singing this song.
I've been singing this song.
I mean NPP.
Yes.
NPP. But Mama Kara.
Me say any super billion odi. Any super Jida.
Is that a campaign message?
Oh. Na obi ewia usika. Na se o sign e ba. O se ma me nka nkire no de oyeye. Yes e be ye free SHS anye. A teacher for yan for adwuma, not for yan for adwuma. One district one factory is not going on. Food and jobs and also. Railway, are you not seeing, since improvements, have you seen railways being constructed in this country like this? There are 2 railway lines passing through that constituency.
On the issue of Galamsey, Mobile, competent. You be Galamsey free. But at the end, Galamsey Mujiji, Adom, One Sam Crawford. Where's the Yama?
Why Crawford?
MPP, your
press conference. I must see Galamsey for no by a go Mojuma. Now, when they come back, they will bring them back.
Because I am one someone called for the song. Galamsey.
I am telling you that hold on. When I say his people, I'm giving you examples. My boy Roland Agambire.
Excavators.
My boy, your friend is saying. My boy, tell me, I'll answer you. My boy Roland Agambire. Ninuya Ibrahim Mahama. We gave him 75% of Ghana's bauxite deposits. When you say Ghana bauxite is now valued 100% to around $400 billion. Yeah, the 75%. Oh, please, I would answer you. 75%. Yeah, the John Dramani Mahama Ninuya as in cubic. At least in the region of $320 billion worth of bauxite. We took it. Or mining should benefit, and yet a fear back a Ghana Japade
excavators.
And I mean, no can say, also, I'm giving you a rundown. Now the railways we are constructing, they are going to these bauxite areas to cut the bauxite. Now bauxite, when you say aluminium smelter, the biggest in the sub-region, to process aluminium and get these things done. Yeah, can almost Sami Okubo so say Kaswa any circle interchange menu NDC John Dramani Mahama on in the Brazil for Sasika no the AC and 9 Obechebe
Eti Richard Nyama, Deputy Communications Director of the NPP. Excavators,
Excavators, Kobisa Professor Frimpong Boateng. No. Ask him.
Got you? I'm wrong.
CJ, Ghana is interesting. Ghana has become so interesting.
Well, but I tell for me to join Facebook. My comments in Bapa. I will take time and read all the Facebook comments.
Let me address a few issues. Sir, interoperability 4.6 billion is a blatant lie. Blatant lie. Vice President, friend saying, Baumia, Enna, was started Santron. And when he started,
put the figure out. What is it? If it's
the figure
it's blatant line. What is the truth? What is the truth?
When you were talking,
I mentioned 4.6 billion and 5 million.
Hey, Richard,
$5 million.
Richard, please allow.
Or $1 billion to $5 million. Those are figures. Who said show us what it is? What was it?
You have sat here talk yab without any figure. Now you are asking me to bring
figures. Now people want it. 10 billion no want it.
If it's just about mentioning figures, who can't mention it?
So cheap that you take a Ford expedition and destroy the lives of people in Volta and you tell them that you like them.
Richard, Richard, please.
$40 million you gave to a Burkinabe.
Richard Nyama, the patrol. What do you?
Why? Okay.
Oh, Kasa. So do you hear
me? What am I losing my thought? We said 4.6 billion. So 4.6 billion. It's a big lie.
Yeah.
You see, people who is the biggest liar in Ghana? One name pops up, Dr. Baumia.
Hey.
Yes. One name pops up. And when I saw people about this. Oh, it was because of this interoperability issue. You see, when you come and 4.6 billion. Do you know how much money we are talking about? So, but they push all this issue out there to discredit the NDC, make us look so bad, make us look so before the elect, like Ghana for we too decided to say a baby. And Mankasa Musubai mama. You understand? This interoperability thing. What kind of common sense can anybody say would the 4.6 billion interoperability? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. But they've propagated it, and I'm surprised my brother Samuel Uku will also fall for this big lie and come and make a whole press conference and cite it as an issue. Number two, Exton Cubic, you're the 75% of Ghana's bauxite, Amaninia. You see, Ibrahim, the company, whether you like it or not, is one of the biggest mining firms in this country and other countries, not only here. Oko Congo DR, Oko Liberia. He is big. Big.
Excuse enough for his brother, the then president, to hand over.
It's not about handing over. See, don't fall. We are journalists. When you talk about handover, you are destroying the discussion.
Talk to me.
Because Unim said there is nothing like handing over He went through series of processes, lawful, including parliamentary approvals. So you can't tell me, sir, it was handed over. The president doesn't have the power to hand anything over to his brother. No president has that power. You have a process. And you need to show muscle, financial muscle and everything, whether you can do it or not. And this guy proved it. The scene there, everybody knows that. Mokofa, in China, what have they done? You took it from Ibrahim, wanted to give it to a Chinese people. You get what have they done? Among the 500 million, until the year of roads, roads. Where are the roads? Where are the roads? Sino Hydro said they.
Yes.
Yes. He said we're bringing 2 billion. With that 2 billion, initial 500 million to start. That was 2 years ago, 2018. Almost the 500 million neighbor to start. They move one city, Kraba.
But I know they say say any COVID no
COVID the bilateral agreement. What has COVID got to do with bilateral agreements between two countries? Please, move beyond that now. You call China. The Chinese people asked them. They inflated the figures far beyond what they thought the Chinese people thought were they went back. That is the truth. Go and check. At the China Forum, they have mouth, and we too we have ears. We have dealt with them. CBG loans near is it CBG they call them? China, the Atuabo.
Yes.
Gas friends. We dealt with the Chinese. So we know them. We have link with them. And they speak to us as well. So what you did that the money could not materialize, we know. Or the press 75 you have said this thing over and over and over. But it's not holding. Because it's not the truth.
But NPP, beside another question.
Yes.
Sami asks, is it his indecision over the banking crisis that he himself had identified in his 2016 State of the Nation address, but did not have the courage to do anything about?
I'm dealing with issues Roland Agambire. Did he take money from government? Okaso Obisi Hope City. Okaso the Abansi Kanebesi. Huh?
No. Me, you are no. Can I answer? Richard, please. I thought you said you're asking me.
Roland Agambire said he was going to raise money to build Hope City. He did not say he was going to use government funds. Ghana government did not at any point in time endorse, say, or the Nisika Ekako support Roland Agambire to put up Hope City. So nobody, we are here, we are in this country. If nothing of the sort happened. The guy was doing his private, he had his dreams of wanting to do something big, use media to propagate himself as whatever he was or he may not be. And don't come and place the then government as part of it. We never played any role in that. None, not a single. Because we were here. Roland, I know him very well, and we were dealing with him. But apart from the government, this Hope City thing, we have nothing to do with it as a government. Issue.
Can we move to the banking sector?
Banking sector. You see, the NPP, they are ashamed. Because they know, sir, this banking sector will play a huge role in the next election.
Osamu.
Seriously, because someone said they have destroyed homes, they have devastated families, they have killed initiatives of all manner of people. 347 smaller banks here from Musampo. Microfinance. Yes. You've killed all of them. You crushed them. About 20-something savings and loans, the same. And 13 banks. And we all know the stories. Yes, 1 or 2 of them had issues. If we were in government as NDC, there were issues we could have solved differently. The youth that the vice president was 2 days ago yabbing about. If we say the banking sector, more than 75 of them fall within the youth bracket. They're home. So if you claim you've created NAPCO, people are taking 700 cedis a month. Others were taking 2,500 and above in their banks. Now about the collapse of our bank. Now Oma is 7,000. You say we should clap for you.
Okay, but in 2016,
yes,
former President Mahama stated in his State of the Nation's address.
Yes.
But according to the NPP, when Nyasaku could no, I mean, that reform in the banking sector. What would he have done differently?
The difference is that the first point will be, say, we need to ensure, say, Ghana, indigenous, we need to protect them. If nothing at all, we will help them. We will help them to, because you see, countries like US, others, when they were faced with issues like this, how did they solve it? Some less than 10 years ago, there was a similar situation in the banking sector in the US, I think 2008, 2009. A similar banking crisis in the US. What they did was that the government, the Bank of Ghana, the central bank, took charge of those and the directors of the company and replaced them and supervised their activities. Are
you saying the Bank of Ghana didn't do enough?
You see,
to save these.
This is what. Yes, the agenda was not to save; it was to destroy, because he saw the likes of Pakwesi and Doom as threats. He saw the likes of a friend saying, "What is this guy's name? Dr. Dufour," as threats, because these were the people. They were all players in the banking arena. Data Bank was struggling. Enterprise Insurance and others, they were struggling. They wanted a certain muscle in the financial space. So they needed to crush these ones so that Omonubenya upper hand. And what has happened in the last 3 years? Data Bank is owning almost everything in this country. Enterprise Insurance is owning...
The seminar Canada is right.
Master, so answer down. Goyle. The finance minister's company owns 30% of Goyle as we speak. In the last 3 years, they've acquired. Yes. All because... Master, this is a fact.
Evidence. I mean, this is
Master, Mama lead. Go and let your mistake.
You can't just go. You are saying it, so you have to provide your evidence.
A lead.
You can't give lead.
I advise you to absorb yourself at your station.
The company Enterprise Insurance, company Enterprise Insurance, find there. Who owns it?
What does Enterprise Insurance want to do with
Enterprise Insurance owns. I'm telling you, this is a fact. This one, they own 30% of Goyle right now as we speak. Enterprise Insurance. It's not an. It's like name born nipa bakudi.
You
can. You sat here and said that the Minister of Finance owns 30%.
Please. All this happened. All these things happened within the last 3.5 years. And for some of us, we believe, say, it was to ensure, say, Onubenya that central dominance over the financial sector in the country. And he saw some of these players, say Duagongo and others, as opponents in the system. And other NDC for Bank and people who are connected with NDC. A bank like Prudential
Bank connected to NDC?
That's all your opposition. He's an opposition person.
Dr. Papa
yes.
Or NDC.
Opposition.
Opposition is equal to NDC.
Please. I said
opposition is equal to NDC.
No, please take your time.
Let me.
Take your time. Take your time.
The fallacies are too much.
is known to be NDC. Dr. Dufo is known to the NDC. Papa Kwesindum is from a different party, not MPP. Prudential Bank at the time, we all knew, said it was insolvent. One of the banks are now listing for insolvency. Why is it still operating? If all was, because Prudential Bank is owned by somebody who is attached to the NPP.
Capital Bank.
Capital Bank, I don't know. His friend said. I'm saying, sir, there were some of the banks had issues. Do you understand? Probably genuine issues. But to deal with those genuine issues, it was not to destroy everything about it. You could have pushed that man aside. Your friend is saying,
yes.
You could even prosecute him if you want to. But ensure that the entity remains so that the staff and all the assets and the Bank of Ghana will manage it. You don't crash the bank and you go and say, consolidate it. And when you finish, you sack the staff of some of these banks. And then you come and say the people's deposits are worth 9 billion. Most of the 9 billion. And yes, your friend saying, what reforms in 9 billion. As we speak, the last year I'm going to review. While the Crown Parliament say you have spent 22 billion. 22 billion, people still go to the bank, they can't withdraw their money. After all of that. And you chrono, and then you fraud. And Ghana for so issue 9 billion. You end up using 22 billion, and people cannot still access their money. People have died. Men's gold for issue. It was because of we are making because or no data bank on him said if they allowed men's gold to continue, they will be because men's gold at the time people were rushing and taking their investments from only data bank. And they were depositing to their monies to men's gold. They were getting returns for it. Who said the business, the only thing he can do is to crash men's gold and come and tell Ghanaians to say, and that is where we are today. It will play in this election, whether you like it or not. CJ. And it is not the NDC that caused this. Because we would have used wisdom.
CJ.
Okay. We would have used wisdom.
CJ, baby, I
and the fact
let me read this out to you.
The person, the fact that the person is a Ghanaian, we would have protected the Ghanaian interest.
Yeah, me come away from Ghana Web, and this is the President's State of the Nation address in 2016. I say, Mr. Speaker, over the past 5 years. 2016, so that goes back to 2011. Over the past 5 years, there has been a proliferation of microfinance companies. These companies come under the direct supervision of the Bank of Ghana. Unfortunately, lack of effective supervision has resulted in many cases in which microfinance companies licensed by the Bank of Ghana have breached the rules and created supposed pyramid schemes that have eventually come crashing down. One and the Bank of Ghana head, Dr. Abdul Nazir Isaku, Onua John Dramani Mahama, and man Sapos. You gave him Bank of Ghana, Ona Udi Bank of Ghana share nasi.
Okay.
Oh,
one see that for me announce me phone lines no.
TV so I catch Ghana phone na. Say Bank of Ghana
which year are you reading this thing from? Which year?
2016. That is your 2016 State of the Nation
when
address.
When did Wampa leave Bank of Ghana?
And I'm saying that.
When did Wampa leave Bank of Ghana?
Dr. Wampa left Bank of Ghana which year?
I said that.
When did Wampa leave Bank of Ghana? Tell us.
Hold on. Let
me read my message.
CJ,
you don't have your facts.
The man was in charge. He was giving you an analysis of 5 years of stewardship. Dr. Isaku, John Dramani Mahama appointed.
They say Wampa. Which year was Wampa the Bank of Ghana boss? Tell us.
What's your problem?
You tell us.
When Isaku was appointed and these microfinances collapsed, when to me and Yahohe, Ebanisena Ponzi schemes, no,
03022117012. 0302211701, 0302211702, SAR to 4. Frenafe for Adventure. Ebra, in between time, let me read a couple of your Facebook comments. Nafe, and train course, no. Nnawotwe also share live on Facebook. I say, CJ, please tell the NPP man to keep quiet when the NDC man is talking. We are really watching and want to monitor what is going on. After all, he doesn't have facts about PDS. And Nnawotwe Ede Ebaye. Godfred Adai, I say, please tell Honorable Edwasare that what did his government do for the youth of this country for 8 years in office? They rather cancel teacher training allowances, nursing training allowances, okay. We don't have short memories now. Honestly, they are or they buy no. What fire? Question? What fire? Good morning.
Oh, CJ.
Chief, now what to say?
Adom now so eh.
Thank you for that, Roma.
Of fire.
Honorable Edwasare ni mama me. Na kache nyama se ya paricho bebre. Press conference na the national organizer koye ene de. Ghana for who say e bogus. One year press conference me kra na nkasebe. Nka NPP we ni nyam kakra. That conference wa mo ye no atna na Akufo-Addo. Nanim nyam a owo so. Ni na be ma ye ka Ghana. Asata Ghana ni bia eye adwuma ye to protect no. Na wogina TV kase so kase sabe omampani dada handing over Ghana ye japade de manunua awreho ye ka Ibrahim mama enwadin ba wabo wo Ghana adwuma pa waye wo Africa na se Ghana enam politics nti na Akufo-Addo ni na busuafo abegu no ene ame no kase Tano Hydro ewahifa year of rose ewahifa ene shodoko tukanasi woduru ho a wo bisa wo se aso Ghana na ye timu dada no enu ni ana na ka amwakwata Prince of Rose oya otimi fa odoko tije ye bese mo fa mo ma si
ovaya me da se ma me nko donko krom Prince ewo donko krom Prince Akwaba.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, ma oneso kakra ma ene nti o.
Me
Shaibu kasa free he.
Donko krom.
Okay, Shaibu donko krom nti o. Nti o Shaibu.
Pesa me kasa. Any say. Hello.
Shaibu ya te wonka, Shaibu.
Pesa me kan say. De bia omo kasa. Omo say NDC time na. Me say. De bia omo kasa, omo say NDC time na banks na collapse. Hello.
Me te wonka Shaibu.
Aha. The be almost kasa, almost NDC time and banks na collapse. Any say no problem. NDC time problems buyer. We say we solve with 9 billion. And then it could do 22 billion. And I'm still a man for in your musica. Yeah, bizarre no. So we say the one calculated be beyond 9 billion now I say. As I say, I could do 22 billion. I still a man for a pescano. Now is this causing financial loss? An idea na.
Okay, Shaibu me da say. Me kwata kwade na me fa ni Akwaba.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning ni.
Yeti my anope na Yakubo shop awati.
Yeah, that's it.
Ukanya sasem papa. Mpacho ma minua MPP ni nti se eye oye adia onya abotwe. Aye ti se wo na oye nipa bonini. What you say? Ba wo nya nipa bonini sa. E so onya abotwe no ntie wu. Dia make what you say? Because uche no post onye din bra kwesini ntim traffic light I said 5 months obian to me can won are we fools in Ghana am I there nyim nyansa kra ya there they should know say this year they whatever they do they will go. Thank you.
But as ni mama frita kwade na me nko oboase Patrick Akwaba.
Yeah, my Joseph.
Patrick ntio.
The thing say, Papa will see. Now, Papa, the answer there said, "Me back of man, I miss Kausia media." Sometimes I don't understand why Ghanaians always wake up and say, "I marry be one your coin, I marry be one your coin." But we see the free baby and your baby. Take that thing off and compare those two government. This is election that is going to happen in Ghana. Akufo-Addo, you are testing for 4 years. Mahama, you are testing for 4 years. It is going to be the cheapest ever election in Ghana. That is how I see it. Because both parties have been tested for 4 years. For Munuma Bukufu, Nashid will be higher. Then decide for who should lead Ghana to the next 4 years. Masama.
But I say, ni, Mamin Free Boise na Menkosro Kakra, a table. Kodokwa, our table. Kodokwa ba?
Yeah, Nyado Major Suano pay. Na Mencha Opani at
Kodotomika.
I'm a patometo and Kappa.
Yentio, Kodokwa.
Yeah, me person may catch the NPP for and say, thank I be to me added 2 billion at the banks in SUA. Bentley Skaya could do 22 billion. So bank managers in the bank mobile home or their Bentley with all their competence here. Banks and sub bank managers, Sidanka driver, sweeper, and a cleaner or your bank way, and your answer annual their name. Yeah, Mr. NPP say, as a graduate, 700 Ghana is Nifatanana. And this are not Korea, but the baby, own to me, Mwabe, and my ben winning 2020 election. And the bank say, Mahama, a father that.
But I say, my friend, I'm rank crying. Now, my family last caller. Great Amos, Ewatema. Amos Akwaba. Adom, Yentio.
Mamincha with you for you, and I mean, the income MP for Sudaman on the whole for answer. Open you here. And then my problem comes to be now, NDC communicated with your Mufreya, African. Ibrahim Mahama, typical press conference. No more boy, Ibrahim Mahama said, with your man, Brona, President, President, Peso Baby, and now that they, Yapatani Yama, no, or Mani, the opposite, over Ibrahim Mahama was accepted you, Mbekaya, was signed 44 fixed checks. That was a report. Because that time, no. Ghana ha obi sento fake set kwana ye tuni dinu ko prim nanso Ghana ha obi be yo mampani pe na owo you prepare the more minor otumi mo nua no eye boni bi say bi ne si ye ma dondoma ni ma mo bi for fake set no fa for fake set na wasa o tama port no woni ma dia eye e many pe bebre wi because uti levy uyi nyeme dia o port uti levy bi support to help insurance. If you care what the health insurance and not have insurance go for a hospital, you need draw any Yemen and we are connected to 1,000 Ghana. Not that the any past and for can you better near their health insurance?
But I say, you're the best answer me for behavior. But you're checking the official website of GOIL and you're checking shareholder structure, and we can confirm. Say, enterprise insurance and Kahu. In fact, I can read this one out, and this is a very fantastic job that my production team has done. GOIL was incorporated as a private limited liability company on June 14, 1960 as AGIP Ghana Company Limited with objectives. Okay, my main kind has said, you know, new GOIL took place on the 18th of May 2012. Though the company's main business is marketing, distribution, and there's a portion, but we can't independently confirm.
About 2012. Yeah, what 2020? Please don't.
We cannot independently confirm.
So don't disprove me until you've done your proper checks.
So that is.
So don't use this one as 2012 record. I won't take it. I also know what I'm talking about.
Can I please do this? Yes. Thank you. We cannot independently confirm. Say, as someone, in fact, he has said this on my platform, and so I owe it as a duty to my listeners to do what I'm doing. And you know, yes, then maybe we can do
wonderful. That's
thank you.
Okay, CJ.
I told you, sir, I'm giving you a
CJ. Number one.
30 seconds. Yes, sorry.
Say, we 5 years now. We need Juma. Now say NAPCO found now more 700 that. You know the difference between poverty and unemployment and having 700 cities. That is going for those who think NAPCO is nothing. The other two,
Bonito.
Enterprise insurance. If you have a share, you are a shareholder in a company, it doesn't mean you own the company. And secondly, there is no proof that Enterprise has any 30% share.
Thank you very much.
Now, I expected you to disassociate your. No, I have. You haven't.
I have.
You saying that independently you can't confirm. And
right?
Because
this is your opinion.
He alleged that the Minister of Finance owns 30%. He specifically
I'm sitting
said
here.
that.
What is your problem?
He specifically said that.
I'm sitting here. You are behaving as if I'm
sorry. Oh, but if you are peddling an untruth, if you are peddling an untruth, I have the right to also
I'm giving you a lead. Move her. Let your people.
Okay.
Know.
So it's about
it's
about alleging and asking the journalists to go and find out.
Multimedia group and Nnawotwe and the brand.
But still good.
It's about alleging and asking the media to go and find out.
We gave him 30 minutes, Mankasa.
30 minutes,
Mankasa. So leave me to also say my mind. All I want to tell Ghanaians, and I say, this NPP government, they have no message.
Okay. So
they should wait.
That's it. Within the change I forcing, my member production team, as a Kojo Asare, Richard Nyama, they join me in the studio. Now, your vote is your power. Aha, your election headquarters, Kokomoti power. That's